Folks, here's my raised bed garden, and here are some collards, and I'm getting ready to go in. Nikki pulled 3 heads of these this morning, and we're going to go in and she's going to show me how she cooks them because they are just fantastic. These collards are only maybe 3 weeks and a couple days old. They were just maybe 3 inches tall when we put them in the ground. So amazing growth here. They're huge now. So we're going to have our first mess of collards tonight. And let's see what Nikki's secrets for cooking these are, because she's really got that kind of down-home Native American collard cooking vibe going on here. Let's see what she does. Okay, so these are the collards we picked this morning, and go ahead and start, Nikonya. Tell me what you're going to do.
We just pulled them off from the stalk. We didn't do any special cutting or anything. And what my mom always did was we would dip 1 leaf at a time. We did pull off 2 caterpillars this morning, but what you would do is go through each leaf like this. You want to see if there's anything coming off in the water, and if you can see, it really isn't. I do a double wash. You don't have to do that.
I think that's good though, because we did see some kind of big yellow caterpillar. That's what's been eating some of these holes in the collards, and but you know, no other bugs are on it. They look really nice and clean.
These are much better than last year because we planted too early last year. So
this is October 15th. We planted like 3 weeks and 2 days ago. And these collards, I swear, were like, what, 4 inches tall. I planted them.
It's
unbelievable.
Rain. It had a lot of rain. So.
Rain.
But anyway, you just keep this process up. If you don't want to have you don't have to keep your holes if you don't want to. It's not going to hurt you if you wash them though. But
so we're going to just wash all these. We'll kind of fast forward to the next step then here in a minute. So she's double washing them and laying them out over here on this side on the paper towels. Big collards, look how big they are compared to my hand.
These would be much more crisp looking and not so wilty if we had. But we pulled them this morning.
Pulled them this morning,
and I put them in the refrigerator. So usually they'd be a little bit more stiffer than this. And something I start to do, and I'm not used to having to tell what I'm doing, is I start with my big leaves and I place them like that, and you're going to see why here in a minute. Like a big, just kind of start stacking them when I think they've dried some.
Getting all the excess water out.
Okay. There. And I keep the thick part of the stalk together, is what I'm doing. That tore.
So your mama cooked your collards this way?
You'll see why. You'll see.
Okay.
No, Mama actually did hers. We'll get to that step here in a minute.
Okay.
Right now we're just at washing. Let's just wash them. I'm laying them like this because there's a method of how you cut them when they're like this, and this is just, you can cut them anyhow you want to do them, chop them up, but this is just my mom's way that she did it.
Y'all eat collards a lot down in Robinson County.
Yes.
They grow really good down there, I know.
And of course, we ate them with neck bones,
yeah.
Anything else country, cornbread. We usually really didn't have any meat unless it was fatback meat. So now we've done a double bath, and I've kind of made like a little fan. Well, I just dropped half a leaf, but I made like a little fan like this. And what my mom would do with the bigger ones on the bottom like this, we rolled them because she liked to have small strips of collard instead of chunks. So we always rolled them like this.
That is a pug making, that's a pug sneezing.
You might want to show her. She's having her little sneeze.
Pug is sneezing, in case if you've never seen a pug sneeze before. Okay, she'll be okay. So I see what you're doing here.
So then we just went down the line, and this makes it into that strip like you see in some restaurants. It gives it that look.
Yeah, very
So
cool.
you roll them.
I didn't know what you were up to there a while ago.
And you just, my mom always liked hers thin, so I do mine thin. You don't have to do that. You can cut them the way that you want to, or the way your family did. This is just how I do it.
Well, I've eaten your collards, and I can say that Nikki's collards are just the best I've ever eaten. Now, Mostly I've always just eaten them out of a can though. You know, I bought the canned collards. So I was really shocked last year when you cooked your first big batch of collards for me, and I got to taste just how different they are from what I get out of the bag, or out of the can. So
now how we're going to cook these tonight is we're going to actually eat these tonight. This is 2 heads of collards, and we're going to eat these tonight. So we're not going to go through the long method of boiling and letting them kind of simmer for a while. I'm going to steam them a little bit, and then I'm going to fry them. So you can do it the way you'd like to do it, but that's how we're going to eat them tonight because we like ours a little on the green side.
plus
Deep green.
It keeps more vitamins in there too, doesn't it?
Yes.
By not overcooking them. Or
See, that leaves all those big stalks. You don't want to cook these. You can. They're edible, but I don't do all that cooking of that stuff. So here's your mess. We call it the mess of collards. Here's a mess of them right there. That is really great vitamins.
I'm so looking forward to this.
So that was 2 heads, big heads actually, out of the garden. And you won't believe how that's going to cook down. And I've got just a little bit of water in there. I'm going to let them, just dump them in there. And I've got some green seasoning.
Concord Foods.
Yeah, this is Concord Foods. I also use another brand of seasoning, but this is one you can get at Walmart or any of your grocery stores. Southern style. Tastes great. This is for one of those quick times that you're doing greens. Any other time you can put in fat back, salt and pepper, bacon grease, some type of bacon, or ham of some type, just whatever you decide to do. This is what I'm using tonight because we're doing it the quick way. We'll do another video and I'll show you how to do it the long way, and you just have all the meat simmering and cooked up and fried up and all that good stuff. But this is my quick pull up a collard and eat it real quick night. So, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to let them steam for a little bit. So that means they're going to cook down in this pot here. See them in there steaming. And then I'm going to transfer them to this and fry them in olive oil. This is some olive oil. And put this in there with them. And that's all you do. Make you some cornbread and that's it.
I will wait till they come out of this and we'll show you fry them.
Yeah.
And awesome.
Okay. We've stopped it from boiling. It's steaming. And I've drained it. I love this pot, by the way. I don't know the name brand of it, but it's an awesome pot. My mom bought me this pot. Right?
I think
she got this one. So, they've steamed not even probably 7 minutes maybe. Here's my pan with some olive oil. If you got some extra bacon or something, you can throw it in there. Here's your green seasoning, southern style. So what you're going to do is you're going to put these in here.
You got that pretty hot already.
Hear that little bit of steaming. And let's see here. I want to get all of them out of there. Now I got my olive oil in there, spread them out in the pan real good.
You got your temperature on medium, looks like, about 6.
Yeah, I don't have it on high. I let it get hot beforehand. And then I sprinkle my seasoning on. This is, again, 2 heads of collards. And see how much it cooked down to.
Yeah.
Mix in its season, and you can really smell that. That's a meat seasoning. It has all kinds of good stuff in there.
Man, it does smell good.
It's already got your salt and pepper and bacon and all that good stuff in there. Kind of all mixed in. But again, for those die-hard true ones, I'll show you another video how to do them the real homemade way without, using the seasoning. But right now, we're going to do it the quick way. And you just let them fry up and then put them on your plate.
How long do you let them fry typically?
I do it about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, not too long.
So we'll show them on a plate when we get ready to sit down and eat.
That's it.
So
this is what that mess of collards cooked down to.
That's what it cooked down to.
To that.
Which is just about right to go on our plates.
Yeah.
Have some pot stickers and collards tonight. We're going to have some rice, but we forgot to push play on the rice cooker.
So there's your dinner.
So we're going to have some rice here in a minute.
Pot stickers and collards. Very healthy. That's
awesome.
It.
Fantastic, folks. You just don't know how much this pleases me. Happiness in the world to everyone. Even Pug is happy right now. She eats her cottage cheese. Right, Nico?